Okay, well, if you're like most, you probably have a smartphone by now, and being that our cars were designed in about 1999, 98, the smartphones weren't really that popular, and so there wasn't really a design in the car to actually hold a phone anywhere. You have this awkward tray up here that doesn't really do much. You can't see what's on your phone at the same time, plus it's not very sturdy. The only other option that I've been doing is actually putting it in the cup holder, but sometimes I have a drink that I'll have and I can't put my phone in there anymore. If I put it over here, if I have a passenger, then they have a drink, then I can't, put it over there. So I decided after doing my power outlet mod that, you know what, I never really use that change tray. I use cards all the time now, so why don't I convert that into an actual iPhone mount? So I just scoured the internet to find something that would actually fit. There was a Kensington battery-powered power dock that I actually modified to fit in it, and I'll go ahead and show you. You can see that's the dock connector right there, and I actually did have enough room to actually leave some change in there. But the actual dock connector just fits right there, and it just slides right in. And it fits really well. When you're driving, you can kind of see it off to the right. It's USB powered, and in my other videos you've seen where I've actually had put the power outlet behind the dash. This runs back to that same power outlet. I modified, I drilled a little hole and put a USB extension cable into it to actually power the dock itself. And I'll go ahead and show you that. Let me get this change out of here. And I covered up with the felt that was there before. So I'll just kind of peel this up. It's pretty ugly underneath. That's why I kind of put the felt there. Okay, so there you have the actual dock and the USB cable. I drilled a little hole there in the back. I'm sorry, this thing doesn't really focus when it's in video recording mode. But I drilled a little hole to put the USB extension cable in there. In order to do that, obviously there's no way I could fit a USB connector that size, so I actually cut this USB cable in half, and then I spliced it back together. I just kind of twist tied the connections back and put some electrical tape and some heat shrink on it so it wouldn't be exposed to anything. And that's the actual USB cable from the dock. I just kind of shoved it back under there. But yeah, everything's in there pretty much just secured by hot glue. And you can actually kind of see right there that shiny thing behind the dock connector. That's an actual dime, like the US coin dime. That made it so the dock connector couldn't move. And then I just kind of hot glued that in there also, so it couldn't move any further. So that's kind of a unique design for me to use, but whatever, it worked. So anyway, everything works great. As long as you put yourself a power source back there, you'll be fine. This actually has a battery on it. It's kind of not what I wanted to have, but it was the only dock that I could really find that could fit in here, so I didn't really have a choice. But I don't really think I'll have any issues with the battery actually wanting to drain my car battery. If I ever do have that issue, then I'll just run it to my power source that actually only is accessory power when the car is actually on, instead of when it's on all the time. But either way, yeah, that's pretty much it. It slides back in. You'll notice that the top tray part is no longer there. That can't fit there anymore. That was used so that the tray couldn't slide out on you. But there's actually kind of a notch right here. You can kind of see when I pull on it, it's not actually going to come out. So as long as you're not stupid and you just put too much force on it to pull it out, you won't have any spillage. That's pretty much it. I mean, go ahead and dump my change back in there. I also used it to hold my 3.5mm cable that I would usually plug into right here. I shove that in there. and then just put my iPhone back on there. Starts charging, and I always have it ready access. All right, thanks.